Hey guys, welcome back to a tarot tale. I hope you're doing really well as always. Welcome to another reading. We're going to see today how your story unfolds, or better yet, how your story is unfolding with your twin flame. So this is going to be a twin flames reading. Also, thanks so much to everybody who's been supporting the channel, helping it grow. I really genuinely appreciate it. So this is going to be a quick check-in. Can't even talk. A check-in from divine masculines to the divine feminines. So me kind of stuttering there with my words. I'm getting like that throat chakra thing. I feel like a lot of people have been saying it lately, and I do feel like it is a big thing. Divine masculines not being able to speak their truth, feeling like they're blocked for whatever reason, or they're with someone else, that's why they can't speak their truth. But before I quickly get stuck into the reading, I just want to say, from my own personal opinion, so you guys know where I'm at with this. With the twin flames, I don't believe it's trying to get in union with the specific person. To me, that's just an after effect of what happens when you get in alignment with your soul. I don't see it as like two souls split in half, two different souls. It's obviously one soul. So to me, there's the awakened part of the soul and the unawakened. The divine feminine is the awakened. Divine masculine, well, not really unawakened. It's just more the positive and negative polarities. So that's a better way of putting it, because if you're one soul, if you're awakened, then your divine masculine is awakened. So if you do a reading and it says your divine masculine is not awakened, that means that essentially that you're not doing your work and that you're not connected to your soul. So it can't be like one is awakened and one isn't, because you're one soul. So there's no separation whatsoever. The positive polarity, so the conscious part of the soul and the unconscious part of the soul, that's the way I want to phrase it. They're just the unconscious part of the soul. That's why you have to do the work and they don't, because you are the conscious part. It doesn't mean they don't have to do any work as in not do anything, but you pretty much have control over the connection. They may do work and come forward towards you, but they'll naturally do that and not know why they're doing it when you've done your work, if that makes sense. So I believe that you're one, pretty much. If the feminine does the work, then the divine masculine as a result will naturally come forward. And when I say by work, I just mean get into soul alignment. So if you are twin flames, twin souls, being connected to your soul is going to be the key to getting that person to come to you. So we're going to see where divine masculines are at and some messages from them. And this is going to help you guys to see where you guys are at as well, because you're one. So there's no like you're awakened and they're not. If you logically think about that you are one, that is impossible for that to happen. Beautiful. So we do have awakening. So that's super awesome. So that's like, credit to you guys. That's pretty much just telling you that if your divine masculine is awakening right now to this connection or wanting to come towards you, I feel like they're not going to think, that you're twin flames and be researching into twin flames and stuff. Like they may, if you mention it, but they may feel like you're more soulmates or you're just more meant to be, and they just naturally are going to want to come towards you. So divine masculine is awakening. So that means you are starting to live more in the moment. You're starting to connect more to your soul and less to the ego. You pretty much know if you're in alignment with your soul, because you feel at peace. You're not feeling extreme emotions all the time, yo-yoing, super highs, then super lows, feeling, discontentment, depression, wanting things you don't have. You're pretty much content with the present moment. So they're awakening. Beautiful. We've got here mask. So they still could be masking their feelings though. I feel like with awakening, maybe they're starting to reveal some of their feelings, but they're still kind of masking their feelings. So I feel like this divine masculine hasn't been coming towards you that much, or if they have been, they're not coming forward in their true authenticity. So if they're not being very expressive kind of with their feelings, that may tell you, they're kind of, with the mirroring of energy, that may tell you that you're being very overly emotional. You're trying to come towards them too much, messaging them too much, expecting them, to message you things that the ego wants and desires. When it's like you can still want the connection with the divine masculine. When you stop wanting, sorry, when you stop needing it and you want it, so you think, oh, I'd want this connection, it would be great if divine masculine was around, but hey, I don't need it, I'm still fine on my own, like I'm still kicking it, chilling by myself, I still feel content, like nothing is missing. That's kind of really the place that you want to be at. Whoop, this one just fell out. We do have action. Perfect. So although they may not be showing their full kind of true feelings at this time, we do have action here. So I feel like, especially with, we could say this is a divine masculine here. This bird's kind of flying towards the divine masculine. I feel like also towards this card too, it's like flying back this way. It's like they're moving towards their authenticity. They're starting to take that mask off. It's like they're moving closer and closer to that awakening. Every day they awaken more and more. They're less involved with egoic stuff, 3D stuff, and they're starting to go within. So I feel like they are going to take action. So potentially some of you may get contact from them. They're going to start taking action and moving and altering things in their life wherever they need to, so that they can ultimately come towards you. That's what they're going to be doing. So that's awesome. That means that you guys are doing your work. That's just a great confirmation for you where you're at in your kind of, healing journey and growth. And I feel like some people may not believe it, or may, find it a really harsh thing. But if you talk to anybody who is in, union with their twin flame, they did have to do the work. They didn't just kind of, expect their twin flame to come to them, and they did. It's with a soulmate, you can manifest a soulmate, you can do manifestation techniques. When it comes to a twin flame, no manifestation techniques will work, because you're one soul, you're one. You can't manifest yourself. So this is like getting in tune with you gets in tune with them, because you're one, if that makes sense. Whereas a soulmate, any other connection that you label, you can do all the manifestation techniques, visualizing, then letting go. That can work with a soulmate or another connection. So we've got here contemplation. So they're awakening to this connection. They want to feel like they're starting to get that draw to come towards you. They may be wanting to start taking the mask off, revealing their true feelings. They're becoming more aware of their feelings. They're planning on taking action, but with contemplation, they're contemplating how they're going to do it, how their life has to change in order to make this happen, contemplating when they should do it. Maybe they're thinking about how you're going to react. Beautiful. We do have devotion though. So ultimately this person feels devoted to you, which means you must be feeling devoted to you as well. You must be, as the divine feminine, devoting time to yourself and giving yourself self-love, which is then not repelling their energy. It's actually making them want to come towards you more. It's actually making you really glow and become very appealing. It's making them want to come forward. So they're devoted to you. And this connection, it's kind of like that no one else compares kind of energy. It's like they kind of know, they get that sense that you guys are meant to be. But it's like they don't know why entirely. They may just think it's because they love you or whatever. You do have destruction. So Tower moment, so things around them are kind of falling apart, starting to shake up, and it doesn't have to be in a bad way. The Tower moment is just going to make things happen. It's what's going to bring you guys, together. Often people see it as a really bad thing, like shit's hitting the fan, it's like the worst thing in the world. But ultimately, you want things to shake up. You want things to be falling apart around them, and even for you in your own life, for change to, come about. When things stay the same and they're stagnant, you don't kind of feel like anything's going to change, if that makes sense. So let's get a couple of messages from your DM, sorry. So the thought of you still does things to me. So Divine Masculine, the thought of you still does things to me. So yeah, if you haven't been in communication or seen them or anything for a long time, whenever they think of you, it still has a reaction. It still has an effect. They get that sinking feeling in their stomach. They get that feeling of being, really turned on or excited or intrigued, or butterflies, that feeling of love, that sickness of, not being with the person you feel like you're really meant to be with. What else does Divine Masculine want to tell you? I just got sidetracked. So I feel like in times where maybe you were kind of chasing them and, like I said, kind of not kind of doing that self-loving work, not getting in touch with yourself, it may have looked like in the physical world, when that was happening, they were pushing away from you, they were sidetracked, they were doing other things, they were with a karmic partner, they were distracted, whereas now they're more focused on this connection. I'll get 2 more cards. Whoop, we've got 2. I know I was a distraction from your pain, so maybe they feel like for some of you guys, if you were codependent, coming on them very strongly, doesn't mean there's no love here or they think that you don't love them at all, but they do feel like that if you have a lot of pain within you, or you did in the past, you felt a lot of suffering, their love kind of distracted you, or they acted as a kind of a crutch for you when you were going through a lot of pain or changes. And Scott, I remember every detail of that day, and that's a beautiful message. I'm getting in my head, it's the day that you met. I feel like the day that you two met, they remember every single little thing, the way that you smelt, what you were wearing, the way that your hair kind of fell down in front of your face, things that you said, the way that you made them feel, every single little thing. They may remember the time that you met up, the time that you left. They may remember things they felt that day, like if they came home, had a shower, or were chilling out, things they said to other people about you and how it went. If you guys messaged each other, even into the next day, they would still be reminiscing and thinking about that. So really beautiful messages. You guys have definitely, like I said, been doing your work, because they're really thinking about you at this time. They're contemplating taking action, and things around them are going to really start to, they're going to, fall apart, I guess. I can't think of another word right now, but they're going to be shaken up. Things in their life are going to just stop working. Like if they're in a connection, it will just kind of stop working. I don't feel like for this group, I'm not sensing they are in it with somebody else, but there could be another third party. Maybe their job, maybe they're traveling or something. They have a job and it's not working. Maybe they'll get fired or be laid off or something like that. Things will slowly start happening, so they stop kind of, trying to stop thinking about you and filling that void by doing these other things. When those other things fall apart, then they will have to look at this connection. They'll have to stop contemplating and actually take that action. But this person is feeling deeply for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.